Assalamu alaikum, Imam Asif. How are you doing today?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Blessed to be here again. And so, inshallah, let's get into it. Today, we want to talk about Taraweeh. There's a few different parts of this that we want to cover from a few different angles. And due to COVID, this has changed how we have look at Taraweeh as well. And so, the first question that we've gotten is praying Taraweeh at home okay? Is that permissible?
Yeah, so Salatul Taraweeh is an voluntary prayer at the night. We pray in the Ramadan, and some scholars actually regard it as a tahajjud. So in the regular times you pray as tahajjud, in the month of Ramadan you pray at Taraweeh. So let's start with first of all, Taraweeh is not fard according to vast majority of a scholar. It's a voluntary prayer. It's a nafil sunnah prayer. Secondly, whether you pray at home or at masjid, it's fine because it's a voluntary prayer. The scope is broad, not narrow. So whether you pray at masjid or at home, either way is fine. But which one is better? Praying at home is better or praying at masjid is better? That's where scholars have a disagreement. And although vast majority of scholars went with praying at the masjid is better in normal circumstances, some Malikis most of the Maliki scholars say that it's better to pray at home because that will give you more spirituality. But majority said that praying at masjid is better in regular circumstances. Obviously, now we are in a unique situation in the COVID. Even though people are vaccinated, some people still might not be comfortable. So they can pray at home and they will get the same reward. And if you're comfortable, if you're vaccinated, if you're going in other places comfortably, then obviously coming to masjid will be better for you with the social distancing. And we have arranged that. And almost all of the masajid in the states have arranged that. Regarding the number of rak'ah, 8 or 20, you are going to see that this year we are having 8 rak'ah in Worcester Islamic Center, and previously we did 20 rak'ah. So both are proven. Majority said they'd have to be 20. Some Maliki scholar even said that it's 36. Maybe one day we can become Maliki also. And some of the Ahlul Hadith scholars say it's 8, like Imam Bukhari, rahimahullah, and others. So it's voluntary prayer. Matter is very broad, so we should not make it narrow. Whether 20, 36, 8, it's a nafil salah, so we can basically do whatever you want, however you want to pray. If you are just praying 4 rakah, even that's fine.
Okay. Imam Asif, one of the things, so I understand, obviously the difference between 8, 20, 36 about the number of rak'ahs that we should be praying is more about a personal preference rather than, specifically what is fard or not, because Taraweeh is sunnah. But one of the parts that allows for to make it maybe a better experience for some people is holding the Quran in Taraweeh. So, what is the opinion on this act, and is it legally permissible?
Holding the Musaf during the Taraweeh is controversial according to some. So that's why we have to be very skeptical and sensitive about how some people are looking at it. But let me tell you the sayings of a scholar. So when it comes to a good number of a scholar, including Shafi'i, Hanbali, and Malikis in Nafil Salah, Malikis in Nafil like Taraweeh. So Shafi'i's, Hanbali, and Malikis only in Nafil Salah, they would say that if there is a need, haja, then it's permissible to hold the Mus'haf. Hanafis would not even allow in that. The Hanafis' authorized position would be that it's not permissible. Although Imam Abu Hanifa's personal student went with Malikis that in Nafil Salah it's fine, in Taraweeh it's fine, but in the Fard Salah it's not okay. So the issue is controversial. But since we are talking about if a person's spirituality will going to increase, if he's going to feel increase in the iman, and if we can follow here Shafi, Hanbali, and Maliki opinion in the Nafil Salah, then it's fine. Especially if questions about whether they are praying at home or even if they are praying at masjid, but it's really hard for them to just memorize all the portion of the Quran. It's okay if they can hold the Musaf according to a group of scholar. But remember, there is a group of scholars who basically did reject this idea. So this issue is controversial.
Okay, understood. Jazakallah for your answer. That's all we have for today, inshallah, and we will see you tomorrow, Imam Asif. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.